Hey everybody, I'm Jason, the creator of the Army Showcase and host of the Tabletop Battlefield over at tabletopbattlefield.com. And today in Green Gaming, we're going to use some trash to make some objective markers for Warhammer 40,000. So, welcome back to episode 4 of Green Gaming, presented by the Tabletop Battlefield over at tabletopbattlefield.com. And probably by now you've had a chance to play a few games of Warhammer 40,000 5th edition, and you know that objective markers are actually very critical to gameplay. So they kind of switch the gameplay to the Apocalypse style, where you get a lot of the scenarios where you got to try to capture objectives and hold them. So I thought, well, what about try to make some neat little objective markers? And then the signal is, well, can you make them out of only trash? So I've got a little interesting template here we can try out. I'm sure you can probably expand on them because it's a pretty simple project. But what I'm holding in front of me right now is actually a very simple objective marker. It's a sports cap with a little cardboard flag stuck into it. Obviously you want to paint these things up and decorate them really nicely. But it's actually a really simple idea of how you can actually make objective markers. Well, obviously the idea being on the flag would be the symbol of whatever faction you play for. Like for me, obviously I'd probably paint this up green and brown with orange stripes and slap a little Tau emblem on there for all my Tau Forest Tiger troops that I play with. So what you need today is, obviously, some kind of sports cap or drink cap. I mean, you can use a cap in anything. I've got caps in sports drinks. That's what I drink the most. But if you drink pop, those caps will probably work better because it's a little bit smaller. Or maybe something from like an orange juice container. Or even like if you have some empty GW paint pods laying around. These little caps can actually be pretty good markers for those kind of things. In addition, you obviously want some tag board of some sort of cardboard. Once again, I got food packaging. You see a repeated theme here in these episodes. And then also you need some graph paper. So what I've done is I've traced out the shapes of the flag, the little flag here, and a little base portion of the base of the flag. So, first things first, you're going to mark off where's the flag going to go. So get out a pen. You're going to mark a little cross, probably about 3/4 of an inch in one direction, about 3/4 of an inch in another. And if you are using a larger cap like I'm using it, I actually put the flag towards the back, so that way you can have, like, say, 1 or 2 figures here actually stand on the base and kind of guard it, instead of having it right in the middle to where nothing can stand on and you have a huge empty spot. So, obviously, your call how you want to do it. Like I said, start by drawing that cross about 3/4 of an inch long in either direction. There we go. Get a little cross in the back there. And now what you want to do is, using a hobby knife, you want to kind of punch that out, but you don't just want to make a slit. You actually got to make a little bit of a wider kind of gap. So start by punching your hobby knife in there. Obviously cut away from yourself. Because the reason you need to make it a little bit wider gap is because you got to be able to make it so this cardboard can actually slide through it all right. So this is where it's kind of tricky. Using the hobby knife, being very careful, expand the width of them a little bit. You don't need to go by much, just a little bit. Like that's good. There we go. Do the same for the opposite direction. And I'm flipping it over, and I'm kind of, in the inside here, kind of busting off little bits of plastic I'm cutting out. Frankly, a pair of scissors or these plastic cutters would probably be good for that. Safer than a hobby knife. So if it holds up close to the camera, hopefully you can see what I'm doing there. As you can actually see through the cap now. So it's not just a slit, it's actually kind of cut out a little bit. So hopefully that makes sense what I'm trying to explain there from the picture. So the next step is take your tag board out and get out your 2 little pieces of graph paper that you use to trace the shape of the flag and the base. And I will go ahead in the show notes here, if you look on the right hand side of the video, I'll put links to pictures where you can download these little templates. And just trace them down onto the cardboard and, well, cut them out. There we go. There you go. Just traced out. Really simple. Then take some scissors or use your hobby knife, whatever you want, and cut them out. On the templates, you can see at the base that I got little lines drawn there. If you hold it up really close. So obviously what you're going to try to do is cut little slits out in the cardboard, and you're going to do one of these little doohies where you stick them together and kind of make a little cross in the bottom. So let's go ahead and cut out the little slits in the bottom of the flag and the other piece, like that. So you can see there now you've got you can kind of bend a little bit, you got a little slit there. Let's actually go ahead and make it just a little bit wider, that. So you're actually going to have a little gap in there. So you can slide the other piece in. Do the same thing for the other piece of the flag, just like that, and then just a tiny little slit. There we go. So now you can see you got two tiny little slits in the bottom of the flag and the other base. And what you're going to do is take them and, well, stick them together. So they should slide together pretty well like that. Now if I hold this up here, you can see you got a little cross at the base. And if we go back to our sports cap here, if we cut everything right, we hopefully should be able to stick it in fairly straightforward-wise. Fairly. Let's stick it like this. Well, there we go. It actually went pretty smoothly this time. So you can see now I've got the flag stuck in there. Last thing I'm going to go ahead and do is apply some glue around the base. This is just going to secure the flag in place and make sure it doesn't move at all. There we go. Nice little mound of glue that'll kind of spread itself out. Let that go for a few hours. You can go ahead and prime this thing up and paint the flag up and apply flocking and make it look like it's part of the terrain. So just like that, we can finish up another project here in Green Gaming. It's a very simple one, so I'm sure you can probably elaborate on it quite a bit. And if you're looking for a place to post stuff about your projects, go check out the Army Showcase over at tabletopbattlefield.com. It takes only 4 minutes to get started posting your first army, and from there you can go ahead and post more tactics, some other projects, show your step-by-step things, even link back to your YouTube videos. So it's all free to get started, and once you post the content, you can go ahead and share that with other popular miniature wargame communities and other social networks. So once again, that's tabletopbattlefield.com. I'm Jason. Thanks for watching Green Gaming.